Micah E here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what I call forced survival for dummies. It's a few tips and tricks on how to enhance your survival skills. Even if you don't want to watch it, I suggest you do because it is entertaining. So today we're going to be talking about shelter. You're stranded alone in a woods. You don't know which way to turn, and you hear thunder rumbling far off in the distance, slowly getting closer. What do? Well, when you hear a storm, one of the first things you're going to need to worry about is shelter. You know, the type of stuff you put over your head, you know, that kind of stuff, keeps you warm. Yeah, that kind of stuff. And today I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks on how to enhance your shelter making skills and how to help you build a good shelter yourself. So let's take a look at some of the items here that I think would really help your shelter in pretty much all the ways possible. So the first thing we have here, we have our pile of shelter stuff here. The first thing we have is a ball of twine. And twine, I can't tell you all the uses it has. One of the main things is it's actually not bad for the environment, so it's actually a lot of gardeners use it to build like vegetable walls and stuff. So it's very good. It's got a whole bunch of uses as string. Not the strongest though. And of course it is very thin, but it's very nice. It comes in little small balls. You can buy it pretty much anywhere. I bought this one at the Dollarama, 50 cents. So that's a very good one. And let's see what we have next. The next thing we have is a pile of dead leaves, as you can see here. And the thing with dead leaves is that they're very good insulators. So when you're in a shelter sleeping, you don't want to sleep on the bare ground. If you can, try and find like insulating stuff, and dead leaves is a really good show of that. So dead leaves, put them on the ground, lay on top of that, much warmer, much comfier. Next thing we have is pine boughs. And pine boughs, these things right here, they're basically just strips off of a pine tree with all the needles still on, obviously. And the thing about these is they have a whole bunch of uses. Mostly as a rain shed, so if you want to make your shelter more rainproof, just hop these things on top of it, weave them together from bottom to top, and then you have a nice little rain shed there to shed the rain. They also go inside as a good insulator like the dead leaves, except these are much more plentiful and easier to get. You can find them pretty much anywhere, so pretty good. Obviously not all their uses, but pretty good amount. Next thing we have is some ferns right here, fern tops. They work just the same as pine boughs, but again, different places, more on the ground, not high up. So those are nice to have. You can easily rip them off. They're very thin, but they're also very comfy, another insulator. And then the next thing we have is a little bag I always carry with me, my kit. And inside I have some stuff, mostly for shelter making. Plastic bags, Ziploc. They have 1,000,001 uses, not just for shelter making. About 2 handfuls of clothesline clips. Those are very nice. You can use it to like clip leaves together. It helps with pretty much anything. And then the last thing I have here is some rope. You can get this at the dollar store too. I did that. And the thing with rope is this is very strong, like cord rope thing. It comes in very tight packages, so you can have a lot of it with you. It's very strong. Obviously, it's pretty hard to find the beginning and the end, if you know what I mean. And that concludes just a little video of a few things I have with me. And we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, here's what we put together in like 5, 10, 15 minutes. Let's take a look. Don't know if you can see here, but we put together one of the most basic shelters, the lean-to right here. Come on, take a close look in. Take a look. So we just put like 4 poles, strung some so it would catch, and then together we just put a whole bunch of like ferns and pine boughs onto it. So then it's pretty water resilient, I'd say so myself. And let's take a little look inside. As you can see here, it's a bit cramped, but hey, that's 5 to 10 minutes work. And inside you can see we put a whole bunch of ferns on, because I find them comfier than pine boughs. We sprinkled some dead leaves all around the edges, so it looks a bit, it's better for insulation. We could have a fire right about here, a very small fire, as you can see. Wouldn't do very well, but we stuck the whole thing together in like 15 minutes. So I'd say we did pretty good. Thank you guys very much for watching. If there's any really good shelter making stuff that I missed or I didn't mention here, please put it in the comments. And this video was sponsored by MJ Branch. Look up the channel, Gaming Having Fun. And thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!